Hi, Covers. Happy Sunday, and welcome to another edition of Common Questions with Leo Brown. I am Leo Brown, and here's today's common question. So, in my profession, I always get asked, Leo, is there a difference between psychics and mediums? In a word, yes, because not all mediums are psychic, and not all psychics are mediums. A psychic is someone who possesses the five uh, one of the five gifts of extrasensory perception: clairaudience, which is clear hearing; clairvoyance, which is clear seeing; claircognizance, I had to get it together, which is knowing, clear knowing; clairgustience, which is where you taste it, tasting. So, okay. And a psychic is also someone that may work purely based on their intuition as well. So, for me, I consider myself a psychic medium, which means I possess extrasensory perception, clairvoyance, clairaudience, and clairtansience. But I also work with those that are passed on. Now, whereas a medium is someone who purely works with those that are passed on, and that's the only thing they do. Like, for example, like the Long Island medium. If you look at her, she is not a psychic. She is a medium, period, point blank, the end. And unfortunately, in our culture, in our society, and I don't blame anybody for this, I think what it is that we lump things together because it makes it easier for us to understand it. But she is a medium. She works with those that are passed on, and that's it. She's not a psychic. Because if you notice, she'll go into a coffee shop, and she'll say, well, hey, did your mom just recently depart? Because she's talking to me about da-da-da-da. She's a medium, meaning that she's open to receiving message from the spirit world. Myself, I am a psychic medium. I do work with those of the past, but I don't work with those of the past only. That's not the only thing I do. And some psychics don't work with those that are passed on at all. I know many psychics that do not touch mediumship in the least bit. And I will admit that in the beginning, I didn't embrace it because, unfortunately, I grew up with the whole scary notion, of, oh my God, it's scary and this and that and this, and, you're going to get attacked by negative energies and entities and blah, 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 blah. And, let's be real, negativity does exist. We all have negativity within us, everybody, including myself. But you have to learn how to not only work with it, but I think you also have to learn to embrace it and deal with it. Deal with your issues, whatever they may be, because they will deal with you. And once I learned to get over the stereotype of what I thought a medium was, that's when I became more open to the spirit world and spirit guides and things like that, which I'll address in another video. And I'll also address clairvoyance, clairaudience, and clairtansience and what all those mean. Like, I'll clear that up for you guys in more detail. But, no. In the beginning, I was not a medium at all. I didn't embrace it. But, like I said, not all mediums are psychics, and not all psychics are mediums. Unfortunately, now, it's kind of become a trend for everybody to be on the psychic medium bandwagon. It really has, which I think is really, really sad. Because my thing is this. I think there's nothing wrong with you embracing your medium abilities if you have them, or embracing the messages that Spirit is trying to tell you. But I think if you're just getting into it just for, I don't want to say, well, shock value and to climb up the ladder, quote unquote, then you've got some work to do within yourself. But that's a whole other video in itself too. Now, in terms of psychics, like I said, psychics will possess one of five versions of extrasensory perception. I was about to say perception. So for me, as a psychic, I possess three. Clairaudience, which means clear seeing. And when I say clear seeing, for me, I'm only speaking for me. When I say clear seeing, I mean like I can see things in my mind's eye through here, in my head. Clairaudience, which means I hear things. Clairsentience, which means I feel things. And there are some people who have more than that. Some people can taste, that's clairgustience. Some people just have a knowing, that's claircognizance. So you have different things, really. Everybody has a different perception. And some people just work with that, and that's it. And then in terms of tools, some people may use cards, stones, rods to open the door to that ability to come forth, to come, to open up. So some psychics are not mediums at all. Some psychics just work with, they'll work with an ascended master, whether it be, Buddha, Vishnu, a goddess, or they'll work with their tools that they use, or they call on their angels and things like that. Or they may work with the spirit guide, but they don't work with the spirit world. So there's a big difference. Whereas a medium, like I said before, is someone who purely works with the dead. They work with translating their messages. They work with helping them cross over. Some mediums actually do house cleansings. Some mediums help with, if you have something paranormal going on in your house, a medium will come over and kind of survey what's going on. Some of them do. Not all mediums do this now, but some do. Some work in that arena. I myself do not, because not that I have anything against the paranormal community. I actually don't. But I just know that I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses. I know where I don't fit. And for me, the paranormal and me don't really get along. And like I said in my first video, I'm a scaredy cat. So, yeah. But that's pretty much it. And I'll definitely go into more detail in the next video about clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance. I'll go into, a more detailed description on the clairs in another video. And also how I embraced my medium abilities as well and what they're like for me. So, with that being said, this was me, Leo Brown, and I hope I answered another common question. If you have anything that you'd like to add to this video series, let me know. Like, leave a comment in the box, below. I do read them all. You can make a video response, even if you disagree with me, because trust me, I can be wrong. I'm only human. So, with that being said, I love you guys, and I will see you guys again next week. Okay? Bye-bye.